What's up people of the internet, Jacob here, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, also welcome. I love all things dual sports, adventure bikes, pretty much everything on two wheels, so if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please like and subscribe. Alright, so I have a brand new and my older Gamma Zinken 5mm thick aluminum skid plates here. And Gamma Zinken is made in Italy, where the Tuareg 660 is made, the bike that these came off. So I paid, with tax and everything, about $520 for this skid plate. And if you watch or have been watching my little Tuareg videos, a couple videos back, right when I put this thing on, you'll remember me saying like that the welds looked pretty, they looked pretty messy. Maybe like someone was drunken on a Friday and made my skid plate. But anyway, I've only had the skid plate for a few weeks. I just got back from the Touratech rally, and I want to give you a little update on how these welds didn't hold up. But shout out to the guys at AF1 Racing where I bought this thing. They were pretty awesome. I shot them an email with photos of the broken welds, and they had a new skid plate shipped to my door in about 2 days, so stay tuned. Alright, so here's our culprit here. So usually the weld is the strongest kind of part. And as you can see, the weld is what broke here. And I'll show you these other welds. And I mean, these are pretty messy welds. And I know aluminum is hard to weld, but for such an expensive thing, they should not be this messy. And obviously the skid plate looks pretty rough now after the rally, but hey, this is why I spent $520 on a freaking skid plate. The terrain in Washington is extremely diverse, and we have a lot of large rocks and rock gardens here, and so some of these look a little bit worse than they are. This is, easy to scratch and everything, little rocks chip at it. But let me show you the inside here. So look at that. Not good. And also, if you look at these welds here, I mean, they should have welded both sides, I would think. And then up here, see this? That was never even finished, really. So, not impressed. I mean, this is like Touratech kind of territory with the pricing, and pretty low quality, which sucks because this is a 5mm aluminum. So, I mean, this definitely can withstand everything that I'm throwing at it, but it's just the welds are not great. So this is the new one that AF1 Racing has sent me. It does look quite a bit better than the welds on the other one, but let's see. I'll show you the interior. So these also just messy, right? And I thought about just returning the whole thing and getting my money back, but I needed a skid plate quickly for another event that I'm going to. And I see now that Heed makes a skid plate, so you might be better off going that direction, and they're much cheaper. I want to say they're probably like, I don't know, 180 or 200 bucks compared to these. But I mean, I still think if these welds weren't such shit, that it would be probably worth the money with this such thick aluminum. I'm thinking of taking this new skid plate and having a welder kind of just make it a little bit more beefy, because look at this, even on the brand new one, this big gap here. So overall, not very impressed. You're probably better going another option or another route, maybe Heed. As the weeks go on, there's more aftermarket accessories coming out for this thing. Right when I picked this bike up, this was pretty much the only beefy option for the bike. So I guess it did its job. It protected my undercarriage and everything from getting smashed up from big rocks and tree crossings. But I mean, Touratech and all these other brands where this pricing is where that kind of ranges. I've had skid plates for over 5 years and done much more gnarly things, and they still look great. So I don't know, something to think about. Although shout out to AF1 Racing for being awesome with their return policy and the warranty process. They're very quick to respond. But until the next video, stay safe and like and subscribe. Bye.